Hello everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back. I decided that I want to do or want to try different things until I kind of figure out how I want my channel to be. But right now I'm leaning towards doing a reading for the Divine Masculine Collective and then the Divine Feminine Collective, and then one time a week just doing a fun little reading about whatever everybody's feeling. So I'm going to go ahead and just jump right in. Divine Feminine, this is a message from the Divine Masculine Collective. So we're going to go ahead and get into their energies. For the, I guess like the overseeing, the big energy in all this, we have Change, which is the Blackbird, in my Winter Seer Animal Oracle deck. And then we have the Black Cat in my Witch's Familiar deck. And the thing that screams to me in this deck isn't even what it says in the book, but it's this third eye here that the cat has. You may or may not be able to see it. And with the Change in the Blackbird, I'm definitely getting some major third eye spiritual awakening from the Divine Masculine Collective, which we love. And if you want to go check out the Divine Feminine message to the Divine Masculine Collective, you can definitely check that out. It does talk about them going inward and opening up that third eye. So let's get into it. So for their energy this week, we have Caution, the Doe, which, I mean, it does talk about caution, but it also talks about femininity, and that more so to me sounded like them kind of getting into their own divine feminine energy, because if you do not know, we carry both divine masculine and feminine energy. The divine feminine is just a little bit more understanding, a little bit more nurturing, so that may be something that they're coming into this week. The Crab, which talks about sensitivity, loyalty, and the willingness to defend. And we also have the, I'm going to say Stoat, I could be wrong, which talks about reciprocating things, opportunism, balance, and generosity. So if you've been getting a lot of those YouTube readings lately and you've been picking the decks that talk about an offering coming in, whether it be a physical gift, a display of feelings, whatever it is, it looks like that a lot. It looks like the Divine Masculine Collective is definitely in that energy this week. Now the thing is, I did pull 2 more Oracle with the Witch's Familiar deck that I have, to also get a little bit more insight, and it looks like the Divine Masculine are definitely battling with this Newt energy and this Moth energy. I'm going to go ahead and put those to the side. So the Newt energy talks about urgency, but the Moth energy talks about caution. So I feel like the Divine Masculine Collective right now, like, they know they are awakening to something that they don't quite understand, as my friend Mary put it. She's also a reader. But they do know that you are their Divine Feminine. So the energy that I'm kind of getting here is, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Oh my God, I can't do it. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I got it. I got it. Fuck, I don't got it. They just kind of like keep on going in, going in, going in, coming out. I'm going to go in, I'm coming out. And they have this energy of, I want to tell her I know about our bond. I want to tell her I love her. I want to tell her how I feel. I can't do it. And it just goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth in their mind right now. So I do see them wanting to come forward with some sort of offering to you, some reciprocation of feelings, and really kind of wanting to nurture the bond that you two have. But they're still in this back and forth energy within themselves, which I'm sure we are all absolutely tired of hearing by now. And I'm sorry to have to tell you that again. So we're going to go ahead and get some tarot. What is a message that the Divine Masculine has for the Divine Feminine? Divine Masculine Collective for the Divine Feminine Collective. I know it's mostly the Divine Feminine that's been getting tarot readings and being spiritually awakened, so most of you already know, but I'm going to say it anyways. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. We are talking to the collective here, getting a message for the collective, so if something's like, that doesn't really sound like my person, then leave it. It's somebody else's Divine Masculine. You don't got to worry about him, worry about yours. Let's be honest, our Divine Masculines are already enough to worry about. We should not have to worry about anybody else's. We're going to take these. We're going to go ahead and get one more. And I have noticed that, like, the Divine Masculine has a lot more trouble talking through the cards than the Divine Feminine does. Like, so far with the Divine Feminine, even when I'm pulling Oracle, most of us are just like, screw it, here's what I want to say. And with the Divine Masculine, it's like even their... Is this swords? I think it is. Okay, we're going to go ahead and look at the guidebook on this because I don't quite know every card yet. I did just get this deck last week, but your Divine Masculine definitely sees you coming into your power. They definitely know that the ship that they're waiting for is coming. They know that. Whether it's, or they want to let you know that they're coming. Yeah, you guys still can't see that Queen of Pentacles, but she's right there. Let's see, we are going to go to the Pentacles, and it's the, come on. Here we go. Okay. So, the Divine Masculine Collective wants you guys to know that, one, he knows that you're coming into your power. He sees you. He is waiting for this next step to come in, or for him to feel like it's the right time for this next step. And we also, he also wants you to know that he's in this kind of calm place of clarity between projects, and or not projects, but like between the going inward and doing his shadow work and coming forward to you. And I know we just, like, literally just talked about, like, him going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But this clarity for him is knowing that this bond is not all in his head. That it really is something that is there. He's not crazy when he swears he feels you think about him. Or, yeah, I mean, he just has this now somewhat, and I use that term, somewhat clarity of this spiritual connection. I almost said awakening, but I mean, yeah, he is awakening. So he does want you to know that he is coming forward with his chariot. He is wanting to move things forward with you. But with this Four of Swords, it tells us that he is still kind of recovering from these tower moments that he's been going through, this hermit mode that he's been going into. So while he is like, okay, I know who this is, I know I'm ready for this next thing, or I'm gonna be ready for this thing, I want this next thing, but he also knows like, okay, let me take a second, let me get myself right, because I want to get myself right so I can do right by her. This isn't him like, I'm never going to come back, I embarrassed myself, blah, blah, blah. This is him, I want this. I want to be ready for this. For her and me. Not just himself. Which is funny because in the Divine Masculine's reading, his higher self, the Divine Feminine higher self, and his ancestors were all like, take a breath, take a second, then you can continue. Let's go ahead and clarify this. We're going to go ahead and clarify this Seven of Pentacles. Gotta grab my book again because here I go, just not knowing shit. Here we go. Okay, so yeah, this just, I swear, did I just call that, I feel like I just called that the Five of Pentacles, or like the Five of Wands. Sorry guys, the Six of Wands. This also talks about being openly commended for your efforts, setting realistic goals for yourself, and working really hard to achieve them. So that, I mean, still goes with the Seven of Pentacles. Jesus, I'm about to fall asleep right here, swear. Let's go ahead and clarify the energy of this Four of Swords. Hello. The Star, okay. So he knows, you are his wish fulfillment. You are everything he has ever prayed for, everything he has ever manifested. And again, he just wants to do right by you. So, okay, yeah. I wanted to look at the bottom of the deck real quick. And I usually do, but for some reason I was like, I want to see if I can pull a cup, and then looked at the bottom of the deck. There it is, the King of Cups. He wants to come in with an emotional offering. He does, but again, wants to do right by you. So I don't want to... I do and I don't want to pull like a timeline card, because there's so many energies, and this could... I'm not sure if I want to make this a timeless reading or not. We'll go ahead and get one, and just, you know, if you're watching this and it's like 2 years from now, then, you know, take it with a grain of salt. And as for the rest of you, just know, again, this is collective. So, you know, if it comes out, oh, you know, he's going to come through in 3 days, and he doesn't, well, then that wasn't your Divine Masculine. That was like, I'm coming through, and I just saw 1414. So a double number that was there. And I know there's going to be somebody, that doesn't really mean anything. Okay, well, you know, it might be to someone. Maybe 14 is a special date. So let's go ahead. When is this Divine Masculine going to be coming in with this emotional offering? Okay. This doesn't... You know what? I haven't gotten the chance to, like, see what... I know Usually the wands are days, the swords are weeks, the pentacles, or the cups are months, pentacles are years, something like that. I don't know. But I haven't gotten the chance to really like go through with my deck and at least that one and see what they mean. So we're gonna use the Smithwood deck because I know she's a little bit more familiar with me. So let's see when this Divine Masculine Collective is coming in with this emotional offering to the you guys hate to see it, divine timing. Let's try, we're gonna keep those. Just nicely, please. Thank you. Nope, still messed up my cards. We'll leave it. Okay, let's try this another way because I asked, I'm pretty sure I said when, not how long. So maybe those are actual dates, but I don't have the time to go through and see when those are. So how long until the Divine Masculine Collective comes forward with this emotional offering to their Divine Feminine Collective? We're going to keep on going until we get an actual number because I don't know what that means. And let me tell y'all something, okay? I'm 22. I've been reading tarot since I was 16. And there are still cards that I'm like, I have no clue. Gotta look it up. So don't feel bad if you feel like you have to. So we have 6 weeks for a good portion of you. Now, if you feel like looking up the dates for the Magician in the World, then you do you, but we're gonna, and then on the bottom we have, again, I cannot remember for the life of me if cups or if pentacles are months or years, I don't know. So we are going to get some oracle. There we go. That's what I was thinking. Does she think? Not really, but she tries. We're going to go ahead and get some oracle from the Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards. So let's see what your Divine Masculine Collective has to say. There's one. Okay, Divine Masculine Collective, let's, just one more from you guys. You can do it. I believe in you. Okay, that was uncalled for. Okay, so we have Unleash Your Kindest Self. So maybe for some of you, you haven't always been the kindest to your Divine Masculine. Maybe it was, whatever it was, if it was trauma, if, whatever. There comes a time where you have to realize, though you are not responsible for your trauma, you are responsible for what you do because of it. And that is coming from somebody who has PTSD. So it's not somebody who's talking out of their ass. if you do have this issue, please do not take it out on anybody. Be kind to your divine masculine. Be kind to whoever crosses your path. You never know what somebody is going through. So we have Capricorn, Libra, and Gemini here. So we also have know you are loved. So your divine masculine does love you. He wants you to know that and think it through. So if some of you are having some big thoughts right now, take your time, think it through. And at the bottom of the deck, we have New Moon, Sagittarius. Focus on, focus on the positive. With all these new moons coming in, I'm thinking that there is a definite Fool card energy where wow, I just lost my whole train of thought. Where they are wanting some sort of new beginning with you guys. Right, I did do the bottom of the deck for that. Okay. Oh, Lord. Okay. We're going to go ahead and put that right there because in the little guidebook it showed that you can put the cards right there. I'm like, wow, that's genius. Never would have thought of that on my own. I'm not being sarcastic. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some Starseed Oracle from the Divine Masculine Collective to their Divine Feminine Collective. We have wait, things are being woven. So maybe this has to do with their life. Maybe it has to do with your life. If you're, maybe things in the universe are just still aligning right now, which I know we hate to hear, but that's just what I'm being told. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some messages from the Divine Feminine Collective energy. So Divine Feminine, message from your higher self. I don't know how to pronounce this, but longing for home. So, I mean, tell me something that we didn't already know. We're longing for reunion with our divine masculines. Okay. We're going to go ahead and get some advice from your ancestors. Actually, we're going to get advice from your divine masculine's ancestors and your ancestors. So ancestors of the Divine Masculine Collective, what guidance do you have for the Divine Feminine Collective? We have the Nine of Swords, and I don't usually read reverse cards unless I really feel like I have to. And then under the deck we have the Knight of Cups. So he is coming in with an offering, and it does look like it's going to be happening sooner rather than later, which I know we said 6 weeks. That may seem like a really, really, really long time, but that's like mid-April, and it is still the beginning week of March, but like it's getting there. And then we're going to go ahead and ancestors of the Divine Feminine Collective, what advice do you have for the Divine Feminine Collective? I pulled, I'm like 90% sure I pulled both of these cards in the Divine Masculine reading as well. And then the Three of Cups for the energy of this advice. So he's coming in with an offering of emotions. We saw it in here as well with the King of Cups. And we have the Three of Cups here. So like the emotions that your Divine Masculine has for you does run deep. It runs very deep. And there is going to be, I guess, celebration on both ends. Just kind of like, oh, okay, finally it's done. You know, there's no more of this back and forth chasing. We both know how we feel now. For some of you, just like with this Three of Cups card right here, they're all sitting at a table drinking. So like you guys could go out to, okay. Spirit's like, shut your mouth. They're not supposed to know. You guys could be going out to dinner. You could be going out to drink at a bar. You could, I don't know. That's like the only two places I know where you drink. With that being said, do not take a drink from anybody unless you watch the bartender pour it and bring it straight to you. Do not leave your drink uncovered, and do not trust anybody with your drink. Now that we got that out of the way. Okay. Let's see, we have, right, the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. Here it is. Okay, advice from his ancestors. Act with strength and prudence, ensuring your ideas are well focused and directing all your strength on these. So know what you want and go for it full force. Pentacles. That's 8, 9, 10. Here we go. Okay. Aim what you have gained and earned in other directions also, but evaluate every decision properly. I pulled both of these for the Divine Masculine. Shit, y'all not. Okay. So with the advice being the same, I'm thinking that a lot of Divine Feminines and Divine Masculines are coming into union very, very soon. I know that a lot of tarot readers have been saying that lately. It's just, you know, it's something about this year, but like, it's coming, guys. It is coming soon. Go listen to those twin flame meditations, whatever you need to do, but union is coming for you guys. So I don't think I have anything else to say with that. So I believe I'm going to be leaving your reading right here. Did I get the bottom? I did not get the bottom of the deck for the Starseed, but I can't get the bottom for the Divine Masculine. So I don't think I'm going to be pulling the bottom for the Divine Feminine energy either, or the message. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope this resonated with you. Again, if something didn't, then leave it. You know, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But I hope this did resonate with a lot of you. Have a good day. Bye.